Genesis, the luxury offshoot from Hyundai, started out with a fleet of well-appointed and well-priced sedans that helped establish its name. But with SUV and crossover sales only increasing, it was simply a matter of time before Genesis would launch a lifted luxury family hauler. The GV80 is just that, filling the empty spot in the Genesis lineup with distinctive styling and an opulent interior. Back in 1994, BMW acquired Land Rover, the company that arguably set the standard for rugged yet luxurious SUV experiences. 5 years later, and with 75 years of expertise from the folks at Rover, BMW's first SUV emerged, known as the X5. Company executives in Munich have smartly cultivated this nameplate ever since. BMW's light trucks, otherwise known as its X-Series SUVs, made up 62.5% of its U.S. sales in 2022, accounting for 208,015 units sold and a year-over-year segment growth of 15.7%. So it's no surprise that BMW is revamping its fourth-generation X5 and X6 for 2024. The current generation vehicles launched in 2019. So it's about time for mid-cycle updates, which will be revealed at the Amelia Concours d'Elegance in March. For the 2023 model year, the X7 now on sale gets a series of mid-cycle enhancements, although they do little to satisfy the haters who think the Bavarians have sold out to mainstream utilitarianism. On the outside, the X7 is mildly improved with a new front fascia and horizontally split adaptive matrix LED headlights positioned below sleek new daytime running lamps and turn indicators. If you're fond of the twin-kidney grille, you can have it illuminated as an option. That's standard on the top-grade X7 M60i. The back end was barely retouched, although the lighting profile of the tail lamps was reconfigured. Available for the first time on the X7 are 23-inch rims. A new available exterior color is sparkling copper gray, and exclusively available on the new M60i is another new shade, Marina Blue Metallic. The M Sport Pro package comes with the twin kidneys painted matte black. Driving the new Palisade is a testament to solid build quality. Putting around downtown Asheville, North Carolina, highlights the contrast between the imposing road presence of the 16-foot-long crossover and its docile, low-speed handling characteristics. Switching between the Smart and Sport Drive mode produces an analogous gliding feel, while the electric power steering weight got ever so slightly heavier and the gearbox held a gear lower. Step on the accelerator and you'll quickly gain speed with little to no drama from the confident 3.8-liter V6, making 291 HP and 262 lb-ft of torque fed through an 8-speed automatic transmission. A hint of engine intake breathing is audible in the cabin. The brake pedal is light, but stopping power is adequate, and the pedal pressure is just right. The drive is smooth. Kia showed off the Telluride as a concept in 2016 and started churning out these 3-row people movers in 2020. The production version of the Telluride lost some of the wild concept design choices, but it still carries attractive styling and a solid list of features. Largely carried over from the 2021 model year, the Telluride sees some light updates. The biggest change, the logo. The latest Kia Telluride sports the new striking Kia badge that helps set it apart from the models from last year. Kia also adds a 10.25-inch touchscreen to its media system. Under the hood, you'll still find the 3.8-liter naturally aspirated V6 that sends 291 HP and 262 lb-ft of torque through the standard 8-speed automatic transmission. Toyota's popular RAV4 launched its fifth generation in 2018 for the 2019 model year, and not a lot has changed since then. That's probably a good thing with over 250,000 examples sold last year, even though major changes aren't coming for 24. There are some new option boxes to check and a new base price. The biggest shakeups making their way to the 24 RAV4 lineup are on the option sheet and at the bottom of your purchase agreement. The 24 Toyota RAV4 adds Army green paint to the Woodland Edition, Adventure, and TRD off-road models. The top-flight Woodland Edition variant gets a black two-tone roof. The more price-conscious Adventure and TRD off-road models see an ice-cap two-tone option, which should help devoted car spotters easily tell the difference between the hybrid-only Woodland Edition and ICE-exclusive models down the line. The Woodland model also gets an option for heated seats and rain-sensing wipers for 2024. Honda was shooting for rugged and sophisticated in its restyled CR-V, which is based on the automaker's enhanced global architecture. The new CR-V launches this summer, while the hybrid arrives later in the year. Stay tuned for pricing info, but it likely will start under $30,000. From the side, the new CR-V has a prominent belt line and stands more upright, as does the front end, with the hood appearing to be longer and flatter than the previous hood, which angled downward more steeply. The new dimensions tell the story. The base of the A-pillars has moved rearward a sizable 4.7 inches, as well as outward 2.8 inches and lower by 1.4 inches. Honda says this radical repositioning greatly improves outward visibility. Genuine extravagance doesn't need to cost large cash. The beginning GV70 is a perfect representation, characterizing itself as a fragment best in the extravagance hybrid scene, with posh looks, a magnificent lodge, and a lovely driving encounter. Purchasers of the GV70 have two turbocharged motors and an all-electric variation to browse, all of which add to the involvement with various ways. Regardless of which you pick, you're in for an extraordinary time frame. By and large, the electric GV70 will go an expected 236 miles on one charge, with a greatest charging pace of 240 kWh and an 18-minute 10% to 80% charge time. After an approximately 150-mile pass through Atlanta traffic and North Georgia dirt roads, we finished the day with an expected 56 miles remaining, showing that its reach figures are precise, put something aside for our persevering utilization of lift mode. All things considered, 236 miles is on the low finish of the electric hybrid range when contrasted with a BMW iX or Tesla Model Y, however conforms to more straightforward contenders like the Audi Q4 e-tron and Mercedes-Benz EQB. Beginning says the last reach figure was less about direct contest and more about planning the model as its would prefer. The model explicit 20-inch 5-talked wheels were picked for visual reasons after additional productive 18 or 19-inch edges were thought of.